33 years ago today, Jacksonville saw snow, and Anthony's going to pick on me in just a second.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Measurable amount. You already did.
Destiny is from Jacksonville, but she wasn't alive for this. Amelia wasn't alive either. I was alive. I wasn't in Jacksonville, but I do remember in Texas. Tim was definitely alive. Tonight, meteorologists Robert Speta and Tim Deegan with a look back at the rare event.
It was December 23rd, 1989, when behind me, the Main Street Bridge looked like this. That was after an inch of snowfall. Even at Jax Beach, we see nearly 2 inches of snow, one of only 3 times in recorded history that the city accumulated the white stuff here on the ground. Now, here at First Coast News, our chief meteorologist, Tim Deegan, was here to cover that whole event, and he's here now to break down what happened. Tim?
Major cold weather event for the Christmas weekend of 2022 certainly causes us to reflect back on what happened in 1989. Now, at this particular event that we're having now, the weather moving west to east, even as significant as it is right now, the polar jet stream west to east, and I would say that was the first big headline. Back in actually December 20th through the 23rd were the main dates, and amazingly, the computer models indicated that up at about 20,000 feet, instead of west to east, the weather would move from southeastern Canada to the Midwest. And amazingly, the computer models even back then did a pretty good job. Here's what I think many lose track of, and that is before we had the snow, we had at least 15 hours of freezing rain and sleet. We had a major ice storm. So although 2 inches may not sound like much, it was on top of that ice storm, and therefore every single significant bridge in the area locking up not only Jacksonville, but the whole eastern seaboard. Truly, the River City by the sea became a wall of ice.
And as Tim mentioned there, the whole city was at a standstill due to those icy conditions, but it didn't stop some people from having a good time and taking some photos back in 1989. I actually reached out to the First Coast News Weather Watchers Facebook page, and these are some of the photos you all shared with me there. Thank you very much for that. If you have any photos you ever want to share with us, be sure to check out that page. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, First Coast News, on your side.